Welcome back everyone to my IDC 36 run. This is the Swiss run number 3 where I'm up against GraveCorpse at the top of the screen, who is playing Light Dark Fire Nature Control with the Rias engine, 55 cards. And I'm on the bottom of the screen playing Light Water Dark Hydro Hurricane with Gigazald. I win the die roll and it looks like I'm gonna be charging a Laura Giga. And I hope to draw a water source for energy stream on turn 3. It looks like I'm gonna have a Gigaslug there for turn 3, unless of course I summon Palolysis. I decide to charge the energy stream because it's unlikely that I will draw a water source for it, but to be honest, I would have probably have charged the Gigaslug instead. Before I went into this match, I was told that GraveCorpse is playing Monolight, which was a mistake on Solomon's part, because he told me GraveCorpse is on Monolight, but it was actually Scorpio Maniac who was playing that. So let's see what GraveCorpse is gonna charge. I'm told this guy is a pretty slow player, even slower than Whizzing at times, but hopefully we can get through this one quickly this time. And I decide to summon Gigaslug here because I want to discard more cards. But there's also merit to summoning Paralysis, since he's playing fire, and that means he could also be playing Rebirth. He charges Slash Charger, so he's either gonna play a Slash Charger or a Bronze Tribe. He plays Quixotic, which is very interesting. Unfortunately, I draw a multi-sieve here, so I'm gonna have to charge the Palolysis, which is quite unfortunate. He's gonna summon Magris here, and oh, this is so unfortunate. I draw into Mistrias, but had I not drawn this Miraculous Snare, I could have kept the Mistrias as well. And I decide to use Snare on his Quixotic because I want to keep both the Mistrias and the Gigazald. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a mistake or not. Let's see. There's also merit to charging the Mistrias there, just to double discard him. He's just gonna play Sky Sword, and this turn I'm gonna be able to discard his remaining 2 cards. Which was a Logic Cube and a Terror Pit, which are both 2 really good discards, because Terror Pit can get rid of Mistrias, and Logic Cube can grab Soul Swap, which also can get rid of Mistrias. But now he's gonna play another Magris, and he's most likely gonna kill the Gigazald with Magris or Skysword. And yeah, that's what he's gonna do. Now, yeah, I'm probably just gonna summon Mr. Rias just to have it set up and force him to discard his card in hand, which was a Palaolysis. And he top decks a Burshot, which is unfortunate for me here. That was such a bad top deck for me, especially after getting rid of Terror Pit and Logic Cube. Now he's gonna play a Soul Swap and get rid of my Gigazald, but I have another Gigazald which I can summon on the Gigabalza, which I summon preemptively, but of course he's just gonna keep top decking removal spells, so that's pretty unfortunate for me. And now the Dimension Gate is gonna grab probably Mr. Rias or Forbos or something. Maybe I shouldn't have summoned Gigabalza, but I didn't know he was also playing Dimension Gate. And yeah, thankfully I do draw a Terror Pit, so if he summons it I can just answer it with Terror Pit. He has two cards in hand. I wonder what they are. Bronze Tribe and some other mystery card. I'm just gonna summon Mr. Rias and keep this Miraculous Snare in hand if he summons Mr. Rias again. But oh man, another Burshot. He's probably playing 4 Burshots or something, because one is in mana and we've already seen 2 being cast. So that's at least 3, so he's most likely on 4. Charges Fortress Shell there, and if he has Soul Swap now, he can start burning some of my mana. And yeah, unfortunately for me, he does have the Soul Swap, which is gonna allow him to get out Fortress Shell. And now I have to charge the Miraculous Snare to have water mana again. I don't know what he top decked, but he's thinking about something. Maybe some deck searching card or something. I'm not sure if he plays Rebirth. I haven't seen any of them yet. And I top deck Hydro Hurricane, but it doesn't do anything right now, so I'm just gonna charge it to have more mana. I'm gonna boost the Chimeras with Petrova. But honestly, maybe I should have boosted Guardians just in case I top deck Mr. Rias. because otherwise he can kill it with any kind of removal, not just Terror Pit. And yeah, that's the 4th burst shot, so he's playing 4 copies. So maybe that was a mistake to boost chimeras just for a Gigaslug. Probably not worth it. That's another skill you need to have when you play Hydro Hurricane. To think very carefully about which race you want to boost. Especially if you play the Zald version. If you play the standard version, you don't need to think much, you just boost Guardians 99% of the time. He's gonna play a Frozen Tribe again, ramping himself even more. I'm not sure what his last card in hand is. Okay, Fighter Duel Fang coming right down, and looks like I'm gonna be having an energy stream, top decking expensive cards. And I'm still probably losing the deck-out race, even though he just summoned a Fighter Duel Fang. Now he's gonna summon a Gigabalza, which is bad for me because I am boosting chimeras, so his Gigabalza is gonna be 5k. If he finds a way to remove my Gigaslug, he can start breaking shields. This was my first time going up against this deck, so I didn't really know what to expect. It's pretty unique. It's a pretty unique build of Light Dark Fire Nature, with more threats, less spells. Okay, that's a Bilex, which is gonna get the Holio, which is gonna tap my field, and he can either clear my board or just go directly for shields. And he tries to attack Petrova with Magris, which I have to tell him he kind of committed to it, so it's only because this is a tournament, so people have to be punished for their mistakes. And he is just gonna clear my field here, and not sure what to do with this Miraculous Plague, because whatever I give him. But yeah, I'm losing the deck out race really badly, and he's on several shields. There's no way I'm gonna make a comeback at this point, so I just save us some time and concede to game 2. It looks like I'm gonna charge Miraculous Plague here, getting rid of multi-brick. It looks like I'm gonna be having a double Paralysis by turn 4, which is pretty nice against his deck, which has fire spell removals. Gonna keep the Terror Pit and the Snare in case he has Rias. Now here it's probably a good idea to charge Miraculous Snare, just in case I top deck something I wanna summon, so I don't have to. Yeah, that's the problem here. If I charge Miraculous Snare, I could have used that Hydro Hurricane now, set him back 3 mana, and from there I could most likely take the game. Unless he had like a swap or something, but he doesn't have that yet. The only reason I kept Snare in hand was because I was thinking he could ramp himself to Rias and summon it quicker, which means I wouldn't yet reach Terror Pit. Or maybe he would try to use a swap on Quixotic to get out Rias or something, which would get it out on turn 4. So yeah, it was a questionable decision, but it wasn't like a full-on misplay. It was just I didn't have much information to work with. Didn't really know his hand. Now I don't know if I wanna use Hydro Hurricane to bounce his Rias, or probably just gonna discard a card. Maybe I can get rid of that Soul Swap he's holding, because it will allow him to get out the second Rias. But instead I just discard Terror Pit. And now I can use the swap to get out the other Rias, and double Rias on the field for him is quite a problem. To be fair, he didn't even summon Bronze Arm Tribe on turn 3, so maybe there was merit to charging the Snare on turn 4, just to remove the multi-brick out of my hand. But you know what they say, you live and learn, so that's gonna be my lesson. And now with double Rias on the field, he's kinda got this game as well, in my opinion. He has to have drawn some kind of removal for my own Rias, and then his two Rias will remain uncontested, especially since I'm not on 7 mana for Miraculous Plague. It's a Logic Cube, probably for Soul Swap to swap out my own Rias. And yeah, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna swap it out, and he's also gonna draw 2 cards from Laura Giga. But now I can evolve Gigazald and force him to discard 2. I even remind him to draw. And I discard a Fortress Shell and a Sky Sword, not exactly the best discards. I would rather discard some kind of removal that could get rid of Gigazald, which he probably has in hand, I would assume. Okay, Bilex is definitely gonna get rid of the Gigazald here. And yeah, there goes my discard, my discard monster. Snare is gonna come in, getting rid of Rias kinda late. It already generated so much advantage that it doesn't really matter. Besides, he still has one on the field. he can still work pretty well with just one of them. In fact, I don't think he really needs two at this point, just one is more than enough. He's gonna play GraveCorpse, probably get back the Rias from his grave. Yeah, GraveCorpse playing GraveCorpse. Corpse Charger. Oh, he's getting back the Fortress Shell, that makes sense. Yeah, once he summons that Fortress Shell, is pretty over for me. Then he only needs to get rid of the two Paralysis and he can just go for game. Gonna summon a Gigazald snipe. Something useless like a Dimension Gate, of course. And this turn he can just summon Fortress Shell. Yeah, Meltdown doesn't really, is a dead card, doesn't really need it. And now Fortress Shell is just gonna burn my light and darkness or something, yeah. And Petrova is coming right now when I don't have the mana for it. A lot of these games are won in the first 4 to 6 turns, and unfortunately for me I didn't charge that snare. But then again, I didn't know I was gonna top deck Hydro Hurricane either, so it is what it is. Bronze and Tribe is gonna add another body, and if he has Soul Swap he can burn even more mana. At this point I'm just playing for deck out, but as soon as he finds a way to remove my Paralysis, it's kind of over. Okay, he even plays a Gigazald of his own. I think it's his only copy. Maybe I have inspired it with my version of Hydro, because up until now no one else has really played Gigazald in IDC. And he's gonna boost Beastfolk with Petrova, which means he can probably go in with Sky Sword. And now the Gigazald doesn't do anything. I would have to charge it, otherwise it's gonna get discarded. Yeah, I just say GG. There wasn't much point of going further with that, but yeah, my deck should be on the screen for those of you who are interested, and until next time, see ya.